Look at this. This isn't just shopping. This is a ritual, a treasure hunt, a weekly pilgrimage for millions. In a world of dying malls and ruthless e-commerce, one brick-and-mortar beast isn't just surviving, it's absolutely thriving. This is Costco, a place where you literally pay for the privilege to spend your money. It's a psychological playground, a masterclass in logistics, and a rebellion against everything we think we know about retail. They don't advertise, they pay their employees a small fortune, and they willfully leave billions of dollars in profit on the table every single year. And for this, their customers are fiercely, almost religiously, loyal. With over 128 million card-carrying members, $254 billion in annual revenue, and a renewal rate that would make Netflix blush, Costco has cracked a code that no one else can seem to break. So, what is the secret? How did a wholesale warehouse become a global cultural and financial phenomenon? Strap in, because the story of Costco is a tale of a rebellious lawyer, a forgotten retail genius, and a business model so brilliantly counterintuitive, it just shouldn't work. Our story doesn't start in 1983 with the founding of Costco. It starts 3 decades earlier with a man you've probably never heard of, Sol Price. Sol Price wasn't a retailer, he was a lawyer. But in 1954, he bought a warehouse in San Diego with no clear plan for it. He stumbled upon a members-only store called Fedco that catered to government employees, offering them low prices on bulk goods. Price saw the potential but wanted to partner with them. They said no. So, undeterred, he decided to do it himself. He launched FedMart. This was the genesis of everything. Sol Price's revolutionary idea was a membership-based model that sold goods at razor-thin margins. But there was a huge legal barrier. At the time, it was illegal for retailers open to the public to sell goods below the manufacturer's minimum advertised price. Price's genius was realizing that a private membership club wasn't a public store. It was a loophole. He could legally sell below cost, slashing prices in a way no one else could. The model was a hit. FedMart expanded, went public, and for a time, was a roaring success. But corporate politics intervened. By the mid-70s, FedMart was sold to a German retailer, and Sol Price was unceremoniously ousted from the company he built. For most, this would be a bitter retirement. For Sol Price, it was a chance to start over and perfect his idea. In 1976, he founded the Price Club. This time, he focused solely on small businesses. He hired a young, sharp-minded executive named Jim Sinegal, and it was Sinegal who saw the next evolution. He noticed that employees of business members were shopping for themselves. He pushed to allow them in, effectively opening the door to the general consumer. Meanwhile, across the country, a Seattle entrepreneur named Jeff Brotman saw the success of the Price Club and knew the model could work elsewhere. He needed an operator, a merchant who understood the nuts and bolts. There was only one man for the job, Jim Sinegal. In 1983, they opened the first Costco in Seattle. For a decade, Costco and the Price Club were fierce competitors, until they merged in 1993 to form Price Costco, later becoming just Costco in 1997. But the soul of the company, the DNA of relentless focus on value, the respect for the customer, the membership model, was pure Sol Price. Sam Walton, the founder of Walmart, once admitted, "I have stolen more ideas from Sol Price than from anybody else in the business." High praise from the man who would build the world's largest retailer by learning from the best. Costco's success isn't luck, it's a meticulously engineered system. We can break it down into 3 core components: the membership model, the treasure hunt, and the Kirkland Vault. Let's start with the obvious, the $60 or $120 fee just to walk in the door. This is the cornerstone of everything. Financially, it's a powerhouse. In 2024, Costco generated $4.8 billion in pure profit from membership fees alone. That's more than half of their entire $736 billion net income. This fee revenue allows them to do the unthinkable. They can almost break even on the actual products they sell. But the psychological effect is even more powerful. This is what economists call sunk cost fallacy in action. You've already paid $120 for your executive membership. Your brain is now primed to justify that expense. You will shop at Costco more often. You will spend more money when you're there. You've made an investment, and now you need to see a return on it. This creates a vicious cycle of loyalty that advertising dollars can't buy. The renewal rate is a staggering 90% in the US and Canada. In a world of subscription fatigue, People are happily renewing their Costco membership year after year. It's not a bill, it's a badge of honor. Now, let's step inside the warehouse. Notice anything? Concrete floors, industrial shelving, products still in their shipping boxes. This isn't an accident. It's a carefully crafted stage for what retail experts call the treasure hunt experience. While a Walmart might carry 150,000 different items, SKUs, Costco carries only about 3,800. This curated selection attacks decision fatigue. You don't have to choose between 50 types of ketchup. You have one, maybe two options. Both are high quality and an incredible value. You grab it and move on. This efficiency allows Costco to sell its entire inventory over 12 times a year, a turnover rate that dwarfs its competitors. But the real magic is in the center aisles, the non-grocery items, the diamond rings, the kayaks, the caskets, the 90-inch TVs. These items are constantly rotating. You never know what you'll find. This creates two powerful impulses. Scarcity. If I don't buy this patio set today, it might be gone forever. Urgency. I came for chicken breast, but I'm leaving with a new laptop because the deal is too good to pass up. The average Costco trip is a planned mission that almost always results in unplanned, high-margin impulse buys. They've turned shopping into a game, and we're all willing players. And then there's Kirkland Signature. This isn't a store brand, this is a phenomenon. Kirkland is a masterstroke of vertical integration and brand alchemy. The strategy is simple. Create products that are equal to or better than national brands, but sell them for at least 15 to 20% less. Often, they go directly to the national brand manufacturers themselves. That famous Kirkland Signature Premium Coffee? It's roasted by Starbucks, their batteries? Made by Duracell, their vodka, which consistently wins blind taste tests. Distilled in the same place as Grey Goose. Costco uses its massive buying power to go to a supplier and say, "We want you to make this for us, to our higher specifications, and we'll buy it in such staggering volume that you'll make money even at our lower price." They aren't just selling products, they're redefining the supply chain. The result? If Kirkland Signature were its own company, it would generate more revenue than Nike or Coca-Cola. It's a $60+ billion brand that exists only within four walls. It's the ultimate trust signal. A customer sees that name and knows they're getting the best possible deal. No questions asked. It's the final, unbreakable lock in the chain of loyalty. This is where Costco truly breaks the retail mold. Conventional wisdom says to maximize profit, you must minimize costs, especially labor. Costco does the exact opposite. The average hourly wage at Costco is over $26 an hour, not including overtime. Add in the industry-leading benefits, healthcare, 401k, generous vacation, and you have the happiest, most stable workforce in retail. Their turnover is incredibly low, especially for part-time workers, which saves millions on constant retraining. Why would they do this? It's not just altruism, it's brilliant business. 1. Happy employees create happy customers. A well-paid, secure employee is more likely to be helpful, knowledgeable, and invested in the company's success. They help push those heavy carts, they know the product, and they create an atmosphere that feels positive and efficient. 2. It reduces costs. Low turnover means lower recruitment and training costs. Experienced employees are more productive. 3. It's a PR dream. In an era of growing skepticism toward corporate America, Costco is a beacon of doing the right thing. That goodwill is priceless. They apply the same principle to their suppliers. Their code of ethics mandates that they obey the law, take care of our members, take care of our employees, and respect our suppliers. They don't squeeze suppliers dry for the last penny. They build long-term relationships, which ensures they get first access to the best products and the best deals. It's a virtuous cycle. And perhaps the most stunning contradiction of all, they willfully cap their profits on goods. Corporate policy limits markups to 14% max, slightly higher for Kirkland. Former CEO Jim Sinegal famously stated that they could make billions more by just raising prices a few percentage points, but they refuse. That commitment to value is the sacred covenant with the member. It's why the trust is so absolute. This philosophy pays off for everyone. Shareholders have seen the stock soar over 600% in the last decade. It's proof that a company can be wildly profitable without exploiting its workers, customers, or suppliers. No empire is without its vulnerabilities. Costco faces a series of modern challenges that will test its resilient model. The Amazon threat. While Costco dominates bulk physical goods, Amazon owns convenience and specificity. If you need one specific item tomorrow, you go to Amazon. Costco wins on the planned, large basket shop, but the battlefield is shifting. The aging member base. The median Costco member is around 50 years old. The key is attracting younger, urban millennials and Gen Z who may not have storage space for 48 rolls of paper towels or a car big enough for a flat-pack gazebo. Costco is testing smaller format stores and same-day delivery via Instacart to address this, but it dilutes the core warehouse experience. Subscription saturation. The recent membership fee hike, the first in 7 years, was a necessary move, but it comes as consumers are increasingly fed up with monthly subscriptions for everything. Costco's value proposition remains strong, but the threshold for "is this worth it?" is getting higher. The competition wakes up. Walmart Sam's Club is investing heavily in technology like Scan and Go apps and is aggressively going after small business members. They are learning from the master and are not to be underestimated. So, what is the Costco code? It's deceptively simple. It's the understanding that true profit isn't extracted from customers and employees. It's built with them. It's a relentless, almost fanatical, focus on delivering value so undeniable that it creates an army of evangelists. It's a business built not on complex algorithms for dynamic pricing, but on a simple, handshake-era promise. Trust us, and we'll give you the best possible deal. In the end, Costco is more than a store. It's a testament to the idea that in a complicated world, simplicity wins, that treating people well is a strategy, not a slogan, and that sometimes, the most radical way to build a fortune is to willingly, and happily, leave money on the table for everyone else. The next time you walk through those doors, past the person checking your membership card, remember, you're not just entering a warehouse, you're stepping into a machine, a psychological experiment, a monument to the unshakable power of a really, really good deal. If you want to see another retail, check out this video on the decline of Del Monte. What happened?